Ladies and gentlemen, this is the F and G show.
Over
A glass of wine. And in this segment, we're talking about Karens again. And if you've been watching these videos, I've told you what the meaning of Karen is. It is a pejorative, which means it's slang, a pejorative for a privileged white woman who has no sensitivity about the situation and just goes off on a rant because of her privilege. So now we're going to watch another video, one that's probably famous. You probably remember it, and we're going to talk about it afterwards.
and I am going to defend this Karen.
Well, if he tries to defend this one, there is no case, and I'm going to be against it.
You don't win every case, but let's see if I can win this one. This is a woman fired after this viral Central Park confrontation she had with a black male.
There is an African American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
If you have been on social media today,
First
you
lie.
have likely seen this. A Central Park confrontation went viral, netting
She's
more
choking
than
that dog to
25
death.
million views. In it, a white woman appears to call police, accusing a black man of threatening her after he asked her to put her dog on a leash. Mayor de Blasio sounded off, too, calling it, quote, racism, plain and simple.
That's exactly
News
right.
4's Miles Miller's in Central Park with the new avalanche of backlash.
I'm going to tell them there's an African American man threatening my life.
Tonight, the woman who called police on a black man in Central Park
She's
after
choking the
an argument about
dog.
her unleashed dog
Look at her.
has been fired by the investment firm where she worked.
And it's unacceptable.
Amy Cooper apologized for her behavior last night in an exclusive interview with News 4. In a tweet, Cooper's employer, Franklin Templeton Investments, saying they don't tolerate racism of any kind.
Please don't come close to me.
The incident started after birdwatcher Christian Cooper asked Amy Cooper, no relation, to leash her dog in a wooded area of the park where migratory birds are known to seek refuge. Video going viral.
Look at that
with
dog
Mayor
is
Bill
just
de Blasio
choking to
weighing in,
death.
calling it racism, plain and simple. People in the Ramble today agreed.
People need to be especially concerned about having civil discourse with each other in these times.
Cooper told News 4 he spoke out because he's cognizant of what's happened in the past when police are called on unarmed black men.
We live in an age of Ahmaud Arbery where, black men are shot, gunned down because of the presumptions that people make about them.
New tonight, we've learned that state lawmakers introduced a bill that would make it a hate crime to falsely report an incident to police.
That's a good
in
thing.
Central Park, Miles Miller, News 4, New York.
All right, court is in session.
Yes.
I'll let the prosecution go first.
Well, this is an open and shut case right here. She should be arrested for animal abuse, for choking the dog, instead of putting the dog on the leash. That dog was suffering. The dog was choking half to death. And I think the Animal Society did take her dog from her, because I followed the story. They did take that dog from her. But they gave it back to the abuser after a while. But she was wrong. She went and called the police, all because he said, put your dog on the leash, because they're migrant birds, and dogs like chasing birds and killing them and sometimes eating them.
Mine don't.
Some dogs, not all dogs. But this is an open and shut case. This Karen was totally privileged, showing her racism, and totally privileged in this case. And she lost her job, which is probably rightful, because a big company like the company she works for do not want that kind of reputation, and they would lose customers. So they did the right thing in letting her go.
Frank is like CNN. Everything he says, you just heard. I'm going to tell you stuff you ain't hear.
Okay.
Now, she probably was a little set back because,
Little?
this big black man come up to her and she,
Now,
and he
that's
says,
racist.
put that leash on the dog, and that scares, and she's timid. She's a young lady, just trying to walk her dog.
Oh,
That's
get him in
all.
the comments.
And so when she got the dog was trying to run away from her. So she just was like, go back on your
Choking.
hind legs. So she was holding him close to her.
Choking.
It's not like she held her like this.
She did.
This is choking. Holding down like this is not choking. This is choking, not choking. That's a leash. Hold a leash like that, that's choking. Hold a leash like that, not choking.
Animal lovers, that dog was being choked.
But I'm trying to defend her.
He can't defend her, y'all. This is no way. Open and shut.
She was scared. Plain and simple. She freaked out. But she went into the Karen mode when she said she didn't like him telling her what to do, basically.
Well, that's what a Karen is.
And she went to her Karen mode. That's what I'm saying. She went to her Karen mode because she didn't like what he told her to do and put a leash on. So she had to try to find out, well, how am I going to get back at this dude because he's telling me to put this leash on. And she messed up when she was choking out her dog, man. You know,
and called the police. And they
called the
arrested
police,
her, by the
and,
way.
And it's good that they put the bill in place for this, so that'll help folks think twice
Before they
call.
make false calls to police about black men harassing them or hurting them.
So again, I try to defend this Karen, and I can't defend her.
Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
I won
all
the
got to
case.
say. You got anything else, Frank?
No.
Well, that is it here from the F&G show.
The F&G show.
Maybe I can defend the next Karen.
Maybe not. Over a glass of wine.